Hey Scoop Booters, I got a question in the group today I thought was a good question, and I'm going to try and answer it with this video. The question was, can I use the TheraRide pad in a regular Scoop Boot Enduro? This is my TheraRide pad. It's about 10 millimeters or 3/8 inches thick. I'll first show it to you in the TheraRide boot. You can see this looks just like an Enduro boot, but it's got a cupped sole to accommodate the pad, so the pad will just pop right in there. When I do that, it really does just pop in. Everything fits perfectly. I still have my side vents available to use. The pad, which I put a piece of blue tape on, is bumped right up against the front wall of the cup, and everything looks nice. When I put my foot in, my front gap is not affected at all. The side vents are still completely usable. There's no gapping around the top. Everything fits nice, and you can see the little amount of hoof that sticks up above the boot. This is good because it means you have a lot of boot securing this hoof. Most of this hoof is actually in the boot. Now let's contrast that with using a thick pad like this in the regular Enduros. And this would apply to any thick pads. I mean, you might be able to make it work, but it's not going to work as nicely. So first of all, the pad feels a little big in this boot. I have to really struggle to squish it in there because it's getting pushed back in the boot. When I put my foot in here, first of all, my front gap ends up pretty wide. I could remedy that with a long toe strap. My toe is set back a little bit more from the front of the pad than it was in the TheraRide, not too bad. But look at the sides. I really can't utilize my side vents at all. They're taken up completely by the pad. So if I had flares, I'm not going to be able to take advantage of that side vent, and I think the side vent often helps the hoof kind of lock into the boot a little better. Look also how much hoof is above the boot wall. This means you have a lot more hoof wall kind of flying free and not being secured by a boot. It's just not probably going to be as secure. I can adjust my heel height on Enduros, so I still might be able to make this work. I just don't think it's going to stay as secure. And my toe is also further back, so you might end up with a situation where this shank is too tight against the foot because the foot is set back so much. If you already have Enduros and you want to try this, by all means try it. I would say just make sure you make the proper adjustments to accommodate the extra thickness, and keep an eye on the boots because I think your retention just isn't going to be quite as good. All right, thanks.